Hello and welcome everyone to the live stream reveal of episode 27, Amazon Fury Part 3.
Yes.
My name is Meps. I am your community manager, and this is Nerd of Prey, your creative director.
Hello.
And this is Jackster, your studio CEO.
Hey everybody.
Welcome to the show, everyone. We have an exciting show for you today. It's going to be pretty long and in-depth because we have a ton of content to get to. But before we get to the details of this specific episode, we're going to talk a little bit about what it signifies overall as far as returning to large content releases. So, Jackster, let me start with you. Why are we doing this?
Well, I wanted to make our content updates into almost like comic book events. A big story, something happening, something that we can put a lot of energy towards to make super cool, and something that people that come back to the game because they get something. Oh my gosh, the new update is coming. I think what had happened before, we had a great pattern of content. It came out every month, but at the same time, it ceased to become special, and also it became difficult to grind for all the gear.
Sure.
And we heard that feedback, and we tried to come up with something that would allow people to get in, enjoy the content, get the high-end gear, and actually be satisfied with it, and also be able to make that content into a real story, a real narrative, something with a beginning, a middle, and an end.
Yeah, and I think we definitely heard your feedback. There was a lot of sometimes confusion where the storylines would progress over months, right? A little drop here, a little drop here.
Yeah, and you kind of like, I don't even remember what happened.
Right.
What are we
exactly.
doing?
So we're going back to large content releases, and it does impact how progression works, like you mentioned with loot. We're going to talk about that later. In this stream, we're also going to recap the Amazon Fury trilogy so far. This is obviously part 3, so parts 1 and 2. We'll talk about that. We'll go through each piece of content and go through a little bit of the story. We don't want to reveal everything. We don't want to spoil it.
Right.
But we'll give you a taste of all the different pieces of content. Then we'll show you the new styles and the new base items. And then we will talk about those pretty significant changes to how gear and progression will work. But to do
We'll
that,
get to that later.
Jack's going to leave us.
Yep.
And
you're going to need a designer who actually had a hand in making all of it. So that's going to be an excellent person rather than me. I'm just a paper pusher.
I don't think so. But
right.
we will replace you with Aver, our lead systems designer, later in the show. Let's talk about loot. So thank you for joining us.
Have a good time, guys.
Thanks.
See you, Jack.
All right. Moving on. Nerd of Prey.
Yes.
You are very excited with this episode, are you not?
Is it like all over my face?
It is kind of all over your face. I am so excited about the huge amount of content we have to reveal and the gear stuff we're going to talk about at the very end of the show with Aver, because he is going to knock your socks off. However, if you have questions as we're going through all this massive amount of information, make sure to stay tuned after the stream on our new Discord chat server, where we will be having a live chat Q&A immediately following the stream. So stick around for that if you want to do that. The details on how to join that chat server are below us on Twitch, or you can find it at our website, dcuniversonline.com. Okay, let's get to episode 27. Like we said, large episodes are back. Let me get some very basic detail out of the way. We are aiming to launch this November. So right now it's October. Next comes November. Before November's over, we're expecting to have this content live.
I thought you were just going through the calendar. I'm like, yes, then comes December.
And then December happens.
We know how this works. Let's
some
get
people,
to the good stuff.
You know, just context. And there is a kind of a big change here, because this will come before the announced stats revamp.
Right.
And it will hit test before, and it will hit live before the stats revamp.
So that's
This was a change. We wanted to make sure that there was no pressure whatsoever to get stats out ahead of time. And 27 is ready. So having a lot of awesome content sitting there ready to go, but you're holding it for a stats revamp, that's some pressure to do it quickly.
I'm pretty sure that we decided to release it before because no one thought I could hold it in any longer, that it was just going to explode and tell everybody everything anyway.
It might have been part of it. Yeah, so that's the big news on timing. But now, this is part 3, obviously. Set us up. Give us just a quick refresher on parts 1 and 2. What's happened so far?
Long story short, we all remember Ares and Hades went in on a deal together to kidnap Hippolyta, Wonder Woman's mother. Her soul actually left her body. They're like, yeah, the body can do things. You know,
useful,
we'll let her create havoc up and start a war. And they used that war to create death and violence, which actually made them stronger since they're the gods of war and the afterlife. So they empowered Hippolyta's soul with all of this energy, and we're going to use it to do something rather nefarious. I'm sure we've all figured out what. But at the end, Ares being Ares, he betrayed Hades. And, you know, Circe finds betrayal rather attractive. And so, you know, hey, remember me? Because it used to be a thing. I don't know if you guys knew that. Ares and Circe have a history together.
They have a past?
They have a past. They have a kid.
Oh.
We did not really mention
Not
that in the game,
right?
but
Okay.
But in the comics, they actually have a child together.
Interesting.
So she's like, hey, baby, let's do this together. I would love to get out of this basement and get into the penthouse. So the idea is they're taking the elevator up. They're taking that power, and they're going to go try to take on Olympus.
All right.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty good setup for where we're at right now in the story. Let's get into the content, shall we?
Aye.
All right. So people might not know this, but when we put out a batch of content, they actually have an order that you're supposed to play them in,
Yep.
so the story makes sense. If
True
you just
that.
jump right to the last raid, then you see the conclusion before you see the rest.
I always recommend following the pointer mission that you get when
Yes.
when Wonder Woman or Circe pops up and says, "Hey, stuff's happening." She's going to tell you what to do, and you can actually follow it in story order, so it makes the most sense.
Yeah. So we recommend you play like that. You don't have to, but we recommend it. And we're going to go through the content like that here today. So there is a pointer mission, and there is also a single-player mission.
Indeed.
Indeed. Which we will just talk about here briefly, and then we will move on to other things. So this mission is a one-player solo mission. Do you want to set it up for us?
Yep. So, as you know, Hades was kind of dethroned in the last, in Amazon Fury Part 2. And in the meantime, there's been no ruler. There's the shades, as they're called, in the underworld, are pretty much wayward. They don't know what to do with themselves, and they've made their way out into the Gotham under siege, as we call it,
open
the
world.
battlefront, where all of the Amazons are fighting each other, and the
Yes.
monsters are. Maybe more monsters later. But so there's just these shades, these souls wandering around Gotham and starting stuff. And both Wonder Woman and Circe have reasons for you to go investigate that.
Yeah, they want you to find out what's going on there.
Yeah.
These shades are appearing.
Yes, Circe's not happy they're getting in the way of her plans for Olympus.
So that one starts in the open world Gotham Under Siege and continues to other places, which we don't necessarily need to spoil.
True. Somebody is trying to take advantage of the situation.
Yeah.
We won't say who yet.
And you'll find out. Okay, so that's a one-player solo mission for when we're keeping track. Let's jump on to the alert now. 4-player alert called The Trial of the Impossible, or maybe it's Trials of the Impossible. Do you want to set it up, or do you want to just zone in?
The solo mission leads you to, I guess, it's so hard to tell where to draw the line.
We're just going to walk.
You end up
the line
needing
here.
to do essentially what is like a series of Greek trials. I mean, how could we get through this whole trilogy and not do like an epic quest of you must pass the trial of blah to do blah? So there's an alert that basically has you go through 3 very, very Greek and mythic trials.
Indeed, there is. In fact, we're going to take a look at the beginning of it right now.
Yeah, this particular content is really interesting in the sense that it's not just go and kill it. There's like certain things that you need to do to complete the boss fight that isn't just smash it over the head. And in some cases, what you do in one may affect something that happens later. So.
Awesome.
Yep.
So just to recap,
So we're just gonna
1-player solo mission, 4-player alert that we're checking out right now, Trials of the Impossible.
So if anybody's taking
when it
notes out
loads.
there.
There we go.
Here it is.
All right, the controller is actually behind you. Right there.
There it is. Oh, it's dusty. Come on, man.
Sorry about that.
But
not dirty, at
so
least.
we end up going even deeper into Tartarus.
Into
So,
the
oh, look, there's
underworld.
our old friend.
Still
Oh,
selling colas.
Can't hear him. Yep, still selling things in hell.
No, I can turn the voice up if you want voices louder.
Maybe a bit.
Yeah, let's turn it up. That's better.
Yeah, Wonder Woman's actually really bummed that she's too busy and
'Cause
can't
she
come
wants
to the
to do
trial.
this?
Yes, she's like, I've wanted to do trials all my life. I want trials.
Makes sense.
Because, you know, you think about all the heroes that, like, am I God mode? Or, yeah.
You are God mode, and you have the Trinket of Doom, so go ahead and use that
you're all dead.
to progress
That's
to the,
toga power is what
to
that
the
is.
first boss room. Oh, yeah, yeah, look at that. We're wearing a toga.
Yeah,
That's
they
cool.
all know now. So you kind of spoiled the surprise. But, yeah, like, she grew up, you know, with, I don't know why I'm acting like I'm going to play, but, oh, that's because I keep not using the utility belt. I might want to do that.
Great.
When I cheat, I just stick it in the slot because I like to cheat quickly.
I see.
It's a
Just
good
gonna
view.
take out these dudes.
Did I like go? I did go in a complete circle.
Yeah, you had to take out the dudes so
Oh,
to open the
okay.
door.
Oh yeah, I could read. I could learn to
Mhm.
read. Trap.
All right, so we're just gonna show you the start of this first boss fight.
Yeah. I'm like, what's this? Oh snap. I love their faces.
Yep.
They look so freaky and weird. So yeah, just like beating on this guy ain't gonna do it. You have to follow the directions, follow the clues, and hints.
It's
and
not
things.
well. You have to actually fight him. Like
Yeah, you do have to, but you can't win by just fighting.
Right. You have
kind
to,
of
you have
thing.
to like figure out how to use
The
environment and
environment,
whatever
yeah.
to
Whoa! I
to
just
take
got
him down.
bomb dropped on me. So
So.
do you want me? What do you want me to do with this guy?
That's it. That's
Okay.
all we're going to show the alert
Just a
because we don't
sneak
want to
peek.
spoil anything, or I mean, not much. So that is the
Ha!
nice counter.
Sorry.
That's the alert. Okay, moving on. After you complete the trials, we'll assume you're successful, right?
Yeah.
Then we're going to head to an 8-player raid, and it is called Clash with Zeus.
Is that what it's called?
Well, I maybe it's changed.
It
but
may change.
That's what it's called right now.
All right.
So we'll zone in there, and you
So-
can set it up while we're zoning.
So you do these trials. I don't know. Maybe you already said this, so I'm going to say it again. To gain entry to Olympus, because guess what? You're not invited. You're immortal. You are
Right.
not a Greek god, so you are not invited to hang out with them. So you got to do this thing basically to sneak on in. They're still not happy you're there, though. They're like, no, we don't believe you. We want to recount. There's no way these people did this. So they still don't welcome you with open arms.
We're not
by
actually
any
worthy?
stretch.
I
No,
see.
you're not welcome there. And in fact, somebody tells you you are not welcome here.
Really?
I think we're going to see her.
Oh,
Yeah, she's like, this is straight up for gods only. What are you doing here? Hey, look. There might be a collection over there. Yeah, I love these guys because they'll... they're not supposed to be selling stuff to you, but they're doing it on the sly.
yeah.
And then this
Oh, who is that?
this is we would have met her earlier. She sent us on the trials.
Okay.
I love that. Opens up a little cloud portal.
Let's
All right.
actually.
So they definitely can't hear anything in the game. FYI.
Really?
That's what I'm seeing in chat right now.
I have turned it louder.
So they're saying it's off. I don't know what happened.
Let's see if that fixed it. You have us talking, but you don't have game sound?
I'll go ahead and kill some of this stuff. Dirt nap. That's weird. And now I'm sad because
That is very sad. One moment, people.
yeah, I definitely want you guys to hear this stuff.
Now they say they're getting slight volume. So let's continue for a little bit. So we're gonna look at this this environment here.
Alright.
Let's make
Oh,
sure
yeah,
we
check
look
it out.
around. We are in Olympus.
It's so loud to us. It's like crazy loud for us.
Can you hear it now? Okay, they can hear it now.
All right, good, good. So
Perhaps
yeah,
it's too
that
loud.
is the gate. That is the gate to the compound on Olympus, and this is where we came in. It's so pretty. They knocked it out of the
Okay.
park.
I gotta turn the effects down because we're going to die.
Boom. Boom, boom. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I... What?
You
Shit.
open the marketplace.
I will stop pressing buttons. So it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
They're like, I hear it a little bit, and then people are like, I hear nothing. I don't hear anything.
Voice may be too loud, but we'll see. All right, so we're in Olympus. We're walking around.
Well, we'll get a good look since we're not going to get a good listen.
Sure.
Oh my god, that's killing me.
I bet they heard that.
Did you guys at least hear Wonder Woman scream in my ear?
All right.
All right. So I kind of look like the seer wearing the toga, but she's like, "Oh my god, we wore the same outfit. This is so embarrassing." So she's basically going to open it up, let us in. It's like, why is she being so nice to us anyway? I don't know. So you have to fight through this. I turned that off. You saw me do it.
I didn't.
Weird. So anyway, that's the second time I've just
Here we are.
ruined a live stream with
Here
my
we are
phone.
in Olympus.
Yeah, this is a gorgeous courtyard. I love what they've done in Olympus. And you want to be careful how many of these guys you pull at a time, because you can't do that. And if you're not careful, one group may, end up pulling the other group. So you got to be super careful trying to cut through here. Yeah, you can try flying, but you got some eagles in here looking out for that. Whoops, did it again. Yeah, so Wonder Woman is coming along, helping us out as much as she's willing to. You clear out the courtyard. Oh, I'm so I can't wait for them to see this character. This is one they've been asking
The first
for.
boss fight?
Yes.
Here we go.
All right, here, let's do it. I don't know if you're not going to hear anything, but you'll see her. It's Athena. She looks amazing.
So,
Yeah.
Athena in the house.
Yeah, she's very unlike Ares, who's very much like the muscle.
Mhm.
She's very tactical
Sure.
and patient, and her boss fight kind of shows that. She uses a lot of strategy in her fight, so you kind of have to work against it. In fact, Wonder Woman and Circe, because obviously if you're a villain, you've got Circe with you.
Mm-hmm.
They'll give you pointers and tips of how to. Well, maybe if we do this, this won't happen.
Very
Throughout
cool.
the fight. Yeah, she's just gorgeous. And as you notice, the gods are big, just like
yeah, they're,
Ares.
they're gods, right?
Yeah, they're like, you know what? I'm just going to be bigger than you because I can do that. That's a thing I can do. So, I don't want to just murder her if you want to show...
Well, why don't we step away for a minute and pass through, and we'll go to the second boss fight.
Oh, there, she's doing a
about that?
thing.
Oh, there.
There's a lot of area of denial, kind
Oh,
of
gotcha.
I just wanted to, show some of this. There's Balliste, and obviously she's going to call in soldiers, because she's very much a general-type fighter.
That is an awesome shield she has, by the way. I just need to mention that.
Yeah, the astral ones are pretty cool. Cosmic. All right, do you want to murder her and then go on?
Sure.
Shall I?
Sure. Let me just click away in case something weird happens when we kill her.
Sounds good. We
Yep.
don't...
Nuker done. There we go.
Okay.
All right. And now we will move ahead
I don't know what that was. Okay.
to the next fight.
Oh, and the seer's back after we do all the hard stuff. She just shows up.
This is actually, we're going to show you the most of this fight.
Okay. I thought there was
That's where
more
we're going.
coming.
No, I was waiting for her to finish speaking.
Oh.
'Cause we are going
Nobody's
to
going to wait for her to finish speaking anyway.
to the
Oh, I
second
love the
boss.
lions. Oh my god, I love the lions. They are using the wrong... There's something wrong with those guys. They're stomping around like statues, and they're not.
Well, good to know.
Bugs! That's what...
This
that's what
internal build, work in progress.
Yeah. We're almost done, but not quite done.
We're almost ready for the public test server. Not quite.
Boom. Yeah, and of course there are collections. Whoops. I might have just revealed one.
Leaks.
Yeah, these guys put a pretty decent fight. Ah, yeah.
Oh, here we are.
That's important. There I am. Yeah, so that's Hecate. She would, she's basically the goddess of witchcraft. So she's kind of important to Circe, and Circe will feign deference, like, yes,
Yeah.
yes, psh, grumble, grumble, you know.
Can we just take a moment to look at the window?
Up there? Or over
Oh,
here?
both,
There's
I
so
guess,
much cool
but
stuff to
yeah.
look at, I don't know which one you mean. Yeah, so there's like a Harry Potter ceiling kind of thing going on. It's enchanted so that it's always nighttime because the moon is kind of her thing too, and moonlight, she uses that in her magic. And then she's got this cool like astrolabe thing going on over there. Yeah, this room is pretty awesome. I just want to live here. Yeah, and there's like
sweet.
there are mirrors. Interesting, isn't it? And of course, she's got one of the best libraries on Mount Olympus.
Sure.
A lot of occult books, though. It's a little weird.
Makes sense, though. Okay, so...
And this floor.
oh, yeah?
Very interesting, isn't it?
I wonder...
Uh-oh. Now she's mad.
That's okay, though.
Oh, she's doing stuff. New moon phase.
So that's the first raid.
Yes.
We should also mention there is an elite version of this raid.
Yep,
For those
absolutely.
of you who want to be punished and...
Feel the pain.
Feel the pain and complete that stuff.
Reap the rewards.
Of course, we'll talk about rewards later. So after... without giving away, obviously, what happens fully in this raid, after this, we go back to an open world
Yeah.
bit.
Open world, lots of stuff
Separate
to do.
from the single-player mission.
Yeah, because like the solo mission takes place in the old area that you guys are accustomed to, the open world, and then there's also a new, entirely like new section of the Gotham battlefield where we've created new missions and new content to play. Solo stuff, and then there's actually like a weekly kind of mission that you can work on all week, like kill a whole bunch of these guys,
Right.
or KO a whole bunch of these guys. But definitely open world stuff to do. That was really important to this. Honestly, we're probably gonna, keep that in mind in content because it's
open world
It's
happening.
nice. It's nice to get out there.
Cool. Sorry, we happen to be where you're used to starting. We're just going to hop to the new section real quick.
I also like that feeling of like home base.
Sure.
Like you have a place to go back to.
Yeah.
So this is the new area.
I know we can just grab maybe one of the quests or missions and run out. Is that
I kind of like the
Does that sound-
flying lady. We'll go to her.
all right?
Yeah. What's that about? I don't know. Monsters. So you can pick up several missions. There's, I think the statue over here is a kind of like, not like an umbrella, but like something you work on while you're doing all the other ones. I don't know that I want to grab all of them. It might spoil a lot of the story.
Sure. Yeah. Let's not do that.
Even
do you
more than
want
we
to run
have.
out and just show that there are monsters all over the all over the
that
city
was
now?
we kind of went with this whole like just go to town, monsters unleashed. I hate that word unleashed. They use it in like every comic book, but let's get out there. Let's go over to where they're pointing me.
Usually a good idea.
Follow the arrow, although it's kind of interesting looking.
Might not be fully popped since we just zoned in.
Ooh, what is that? that. Oh my god. It's a snake lady. Yeah, the Gorgons. You guys may know from myth that Medusa is a Gorgon, and she has Gorgon sisters. And we just wanted a whole lot more Gorgons. Oh, I probably shouldn't have done that. That was lame. Now it's a dog.
Nice.
You've never seen that before, but yeah. And they got these cool tail attacks and all sorts of new stuff. We always wanted... Oh my god, she's like boa constricting me. Stop it! But, yeah, and
so there are Gorgons and Cyclops and a whole bunch of other flying...
Oh my god, you have no combos.
Bits. Yeah, this character's not set up to play.
There, I win.
Yeah, good job. Cool. Okay, so open world content, daily missions. That is a thing in this content. And it makes sense when you know the whole story. Mm-hmm. Next up, we have a duo. This duo sends us back to the underworld. Do you want to tell us a little about this?
So stuff happens on Olympus, and you realize in order to fix the stuff... Sorry, I was distracted. But in order to fix the stuff, I don't want to spoil it. I really don't. It's a good twist. You have to actually go find Hades and restore him to power. It'll help with the whole mess with the shades, and it'll help you achieve the final thing you need to do.
So we're kind of undoing the betrayal.
Yeah, and I just want to point out, he has a really long, really good memory.
Okay.
He has not forgotten what happened. And he will not be he's not going to give you a big hug when you find him, that's for sure. Not saying you fight him, but... Yeah, I love the Harpies. They're so freaky.
Yeah, they are quite creeptastic.
Oh my god. Not like this two-step process. Go deeper and deeper and deeper into Tartarus.
For this one, we're just going to head... How far are we going? We are just going to go to the first boss fight.
Okay. This is a really cool fight. I like this one. So this is, again, it's a duo, so you've got a partner with you in here. This is really cool. So it's like a harpy's nest, essentially. They've all moved in. Monsters are taking over all over the underworld, Mount Olympus, Gotham. They're just basically everywhere, and they've kind of built their own little lair here down in Tartarus. Whoop. Yeah, and the nests are important to gameplay. And as you can see
throughout this episode, the environment.
Yeah.
is a big part of all the content.
Yeah, that's been a thing with Amazon Fury since the beginning.
Yeah.
You know, the space around you is really crucial to the fights and to the story, because these places, while not necessarily iconic in the DC sense, they're iconic to like our entire culture.
Sure.
So
yeah.
People have expectations when they come to these places. So they have a specific mechanic. It's really helpful to have a partner to handle them too. And I'm not really playing, and I don't even have any combos, so forgive me. What was that? We just had a fail on something somewhere.
That was strange.
And then they do a thing. Oh my gosh. What am I supposed to do? I don't want to spoil it though. That's for the people on the test server to do.
So let's actually jump out of the underworld. There is a duo here. This duo takes you... what do you want to say about how we get to the next raid? Takes you to a raid.
Yeah.
The final raid.
You got Hades on your side, essentially, and now you can go back to Olympus and take care of business.
Let's go back to Olympus.
It is so hard for me not to just tell the story because I want to so bad.
But it's so much more fun to experience it
I know.
in the game.
I know. It's like when you watch the trailer and you're like, well, I absolutely don't even need to see the movie now.
Sure. But yeah, so we're going back to Olympus to face...
Something.
A threat.
A threat.
To make things right. Or wrong, kind of.
Yeah, it depends on your point of view.
Sure. If you're a hero or villain, a little bit.
From my point of view, the Jedi are evil.
Shut up.
I like how they took that to the next level. But anyway.
All right, so this is the part where we really don't want to have sound, for they will reveal everything when we talk to them. So, sound is off, subtitles are off, you are free to talk to them, and we won't hear anything, and we'll just continue.
Yeah, because they're basically like, hey, all this plot exposition and stuff that you know and shouldn't know, and I don't want you guys to know yet. And then they basically have an exchange. And
they actually banter through the whole, like, as you're fighting, as you're running through, they just back and forth continue to banter, and it's actually quite amusing.
Yeah. We know you love the banter because we love writing it. So
Cersei's great.
oh, she's so good.
Which we should mention, our voice actors, of course, are
Yes,
back.
Michelle Forbes and Susan Eisenberg are back as Cersei and Wonder Woman, and they are as amazing as ever and had a wonderful time on this. And they are absolutely wonderful to work with. So I'm just going to
Yep, just kill your way in.
kill the snot. Hey, guess what you're not doing, guys? You're not fighting Cersei.
That's true.
You're definitely not fighting Cersei
Guess I can turn
in
some
this
back on.
raid.
Actually, no, I can't. Can't turn it back on.
They like
They're
to
still
talk.
going.
Yeah. So, and for reasons, we need Zeus's lightning bolt to complete our epic quest to restore Olympus from something. And
So this
Oh, yeah,
this room
probably.
is kind of
awesome.
just
Look
awesome,
at this.
right?
This is just gorgeous.
Lava flows, statues,
Yeah, love the
the
animated lava.
architecture.
It is really cool. Knocked it out of the park. So this is Hephaestus' forge, and if you know the mythology, he has Cyclopes' like helpers, I guess, you know, like apprentices. And in this version, you get 2 of the 3. In the Elite, you have to fight all 3 at the same time.
And so it actually changes. Each one is different, right? They're not just 2 and 3. It actually changes how.
yeah, you can get any 2.
Yeah.
So it'll change, and they all have their own special attack that they do.
Exactly.
So it'll change the fight essentially,
Different mechanics.
depending on who you get. Unless you're in the Elite, when it's like, okay, do it all.
Yeah.
So.
But that's what you want in the Elite.
But there's the lightning bolt over there.
Yeah. Go ahead and pick it up.
Yeah, we're just like, hey, excuse me, guys, can I borrow this? I'm sure it's not it's free for the public, right?
Right. That's what it's here for.
Cool, thanks. And they're like, how about you take this rock too? It comes free with the lightning bolt.
Yeah.
So we got the rock one, and let's see what this guy
I hope we got
does.
the. Well, we'll see.
I can't remember if it's timed or what makes him go do the thing.
You'll note
Oh, he's going to do the thing.
the holes in the floor and walls.
Yeah, you might look out for those. So,
Okay.
okay, he makes lava. Get
makes
away from
lava.
the lava. The floor is lava.
And he.
Oh yeah, that he hits
makes
it
lava?
so hard that it
Yeah,
hurts,
I don't know what that
kind
was.
of thing. And so there's a third guy who does something else. Do you want to tell him what it does?
Yeah, let's tell him. So these jets in the floor and walls shoot out
Lava. More.
Lava?
Well, yeah, I
Fire
guess it's lava.
fire spouts, lava.
Magical, godly fire for forging, I
Yeah.
guess. So yeah, so it just depends on which one pops up, which mechanics you have to deal with throughout the fight.
Yeah.
They like synchronized fall down. That's so sweet when they're working together. They're
It
really
is.
like in tune with each other. Now they actually hate it and really, really yell at each other a lot. But anyway,
So
yeah.
this
so
fight,
that would be melting me
Yeah,
if I weren't
exactly.
in God mode.
This fight is very different each time and awesome each time.
Yeah.
And we're not going to go further. There are obviously more boss fights in this raid.
Whoop,
And I don't know if we
somebody
mentioned
got
it. We kind
messed
of
up.
casually mentioned it, but this raid also has an Elite version. So
Yes. Yeah.
2 raids, both with Elite versions going on. It's pretty good.
And it's like we don't want to spoil it, but I do want to tell you that the final fight in this episode, in this DLC, whatever you want to call it, in Amazon Fury Part 3 is huge.
Yeah,
It's just huge.
massive.
I'm almost like want to cry that I can't show it right now, but it's a big deal. Lots of people show up, lots of other things show up, but it's a really cool fight. I can't wait to see you guys take it on.
Awesome. All right, so that is the content. Let's
Yeah, and there's a lot. You have not seen everything. We just want to give you
You've
a little
seen
bit of a look.
a couple of seconds of each instance.
Yeah, basically.
So that's a thing. We're going to show you the styles and rewards you can get now in this episode. We're going to run back to Themyscira to do that, just so we have a nice, well-lit location.
Gear.
Actually, just do this real quick. And then we will talk about the progression, the systems that come with the rewards after we talk about the styles. So that's a thing. And Aver, Michael Mann, our lead systems designer, will be along shortly to join us.
Talk about how things have changed and what's cool and what you're going to be going after.
Yeah.
We're just going to talk about what it looks like.
So, quick recap. Open world content, single player mission, duo, alert, raid, elite raid, raid, elite raid.
Yes.
That is essentially the content the playable content in this DLC in this episode.
Yep, it's pretty good drop. That's why we wanted to do it this way.
Yeah.
Frankly, this is the only way to do this DLC justice.
Cool. All right, go ahead and run out to the balcony just so it's got some light shining on you.
Yeah.
And we've been running around in the toga for the whole stream.
Yeah, wouldn't it be terrible if that actually wasn't one of the styles?
This is just for us.
People.
Sorry, you don't get it. No, this is from Collections, I believe, the toga.
Yeah.
So
you can get yourself a toga.
It's a chest and it's a legs, right? Two pieces.
Yeah, and we actually were very, we deliberately sculpted a different one for the male and the female, so they look good on the bodies.
Yes,
and not just
we will show the male after we show the female.
Cool.
So
cool.
We'll do that.
So,
all right.
What are we gonna look at first?
Well, I did it different for you this time, so it'll be easier.
Okay.
Look at your armories. And you're on number 1, so you can choose number 2 now.
Okay.
We're just going to go in numerical order.
All right. So everybody knows I'm really bad with the camera.
Feel free to use the mouse if you need to.
That's a good point. So this is very like, we didn't want to do another Spartan outfit or whatever, so we went with this idea of a very, honestly, it's a little Mad Max. It's a little, what was it? Beastmaster? I don't know if you remember that movie. Kind of like very barbarian. There's like bones and like the thing draping off the back there is like a snake skin. Because it's essentially the idea that like warriors have been fighting Gorgons for years, like millennia. And they've created an armor set based out of pieces from Gorgons.
Yeah,
it's kind
that's
of
awesome.
Yeah, so it's a lot
Michael Mann is here. Affair is here.
Oh,
hi guys.
Look what spawned behind me.
Hear him. So that's good.
Are you mic'd up?
I think so. Can you hear me?
Can you guys hear him?
Let us know if not.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have colored it to my taste, but of course you can.
Naturally,
change
you
that.
can.
We are using the 4th color slot to have extra colors here.
You clever.
Yep.
Yeah,
They can hear you.
Cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, I like the
Hello,
asymmetry on the shoulders and the arm
the
thing.
arm.
It's very
And the
like
legs.
Beastmastery. I love it, and I love all the belt work. It's really cool. It was concepted by DC Migzilla, I believe.
Indeed.
She's designing a lot of the gear. It's really cool.
Go ahead and look at the back. Just the way the sash kind of falls over.
Yeah, that's a back piece.
Is
That's
it?
what's crazy. Well,
Really?
You put it together. It is, right?
Don't
make me a liar.
Trust you. I don't remember.
Yeah, so
I've slept since then.
I believe it's kind of like a weird offset cape. I really hope that's
Awesome.
true. I'm going to be really mad at myself.
Well, I mean, it makes sense. I don't see another back piece there. So.
Yeah, I know. It's not a braid.
It's amazing.
So.
You can check it out.
I don't want to show the inventory.
Oh.
Yeah,
oh,
we kind of have
it's
some
secret.
some tooltip issues.
Can't reveal
Oh.
things yet.
But
My
okay,
bad.
so that is the.
Oh yeah, you're not wearing the hat.
Oh, I'm not wearing the hat. Okay, let's put the hat on.
All right.
I'll just
Click
click
away.
over here.
Yeah, people are like, "Where's my hat, yo?"
Look,
'Cause
I'm Jackster.
The hat is really.
Oh wait, I'm sorry, I forgot. But look at this. Oh,
Look away. Oh.
look at that.
like
I'm back.
we're a little rusty
Yeah,
on
it's been a
our
while.
live streaming. So let me find. Oh my God, do you have every style?
Nope,
Okay.
just a few.
Nope.
There you go.
Almost there.
All right, and here is the actual hat,
There it is.
which may,
and it is badass. Yeah, you get this like pink color. What is going on with that?
you don't like it?
It's a light blood red.
It's like Hello Kitty Beastmaster edition.
I thought it was awesome. I'm sorry.
But I love this helmet. They did like 4 different designs for it, and we all just immediately pointed at the same one.
Yeah.
But pretty wicked.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's such a cool helmet.
All right.
Hopefully you're wearing all the other pieces.
Let's jump to the 3rd armory.
All right, let's do this. Boom.
What?
Yeah, so
What's going on here? Who's that?
that is gorgeous is what it is.
Yeah, it is kind of.
So so we actually wrote some funny VO for this. The Greek gods think it's adorable that we practically worship Superman. They're like, it's so cute that you guys think he's a god, So they can't. They think it's adorable that we want to buy this gear, and you actually this is on the vendor, which you will explain.
We will.
But it's based off the Superman Godfall books, and it's there is an elite version. Oh,
Yeah,
did
you
I
want to just go to
that?
Armory 4? Let's
Yeah,
do
you're
it.
like, you want to just shut up and go to Armory 4?
I mean, that's what it looks like. You can change the colors if you prefer a light pink.
Yeah, so the elite version has like always, has a really cool glowing material that burns through all of the details on the suit.
Including the kind of bigger red and white bits.
This is just really cool. And of course, like, you can take belt off. If you don't want shoulders, you can take those off. He actually has shoulders very similar to this in one of his other costumes. The Kryptonians.
And the cape is just fantastic.
Yeah,
look at
that is beautiful. I love it. I look majestic.
Yep.
I look totally majestic. Let's get a good look at them boots. They're pretty cool too. Yeah, this is clearly a more slim style. We like to alternate. Sometimes it looks armory and bulky, and sometimes it looks really superhero-y and slim.
Sure.
I want this one really bad. This is awesome. All right.
All right, how about let's jump back to the toga, which is number 1.
Let's do that.
And then we're going to click away so that we can put another helmet on.
Ooh, helmets.
And we're going to put the...
What are we looking at?
The one you almost clicked on last time.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah, it's kind of this one.
Yep. There you go.
I love it. This is a collection reward?
Yes, believe so.
Yeah, check it out.
Is
awesome.
a Medusa Gorgon.
Yeah, we kind of went crazy with some of the styles and rewards on this. We're not going to even show everything today, but...
Not even close, actually.
I love it. It's like Halloween early, right here. Boom. You want to be Medusa? You can do that. You can do it.
It is epic. Chat is right. Chat's going crazy on
that
like, headpiece.
How screwed up would it be if you wore that and the Gorgon armor?
Yeah.
That's like cannibalistic or something.
Terrible.
It's really gross. You're wearing a suit of yourself kind of thing.
Okay, let's go ahead and switch characters. Let's go to the male character. And while we're looking through the male styles, just to kind of get that perspective, let's talk a bit to Mr. Vare over here.
All right.
So here's the thing. We are changing fundamentally the way loot works. Oh, yeah, and I'm going to do this. I'm going to actually... We have a very detailed write-up of how loot is changing, which is going to hit the forums literally right now as I press the button.
Which character, by the way?
Furious.
All right. Thank you.
Good character name.
Fury and Furious.
I like it.
Just sense. Making sure.
Yeah. So that write-up is going on the forums right now. You can read it. We're going to go through it, obviously.
Yeah, detailed loot explanation.
Yeah, but you probably will want to revisit it and read it. So go ahead. Don't be shy. Go for it. But loot is changing fundamentally because we've heard your feedback. We want to do a little bit to take randomness out.
So what are they looking at right now?
The thing.
Ah, cool. Okay, I didn't know if they could actually see it.
Well, they're going to see it in a moment.
Oh,
right
okay.
Here. Doesn't quite look right, but that's okay. Uno momento. You're going to see in big letters here the words best gear on vendor.
Can you believe it?
So let's get through what we're doing. We're putting the best gear on vendor for currency. Dropped gear will provide continual upgrades while you're working towards that vendor gear and towards that currency. And we're going to utilize the renown system for elite gear and put omnipotence items on special collections that are unlike anything we've ever done before. So
we're done. That's it.
We're done.
Yeah.
That's it. We're done.
Why did we bring up Eric?
Those are the big picture, huge news information stuff. But let's talk about why. Let's talk about how. So let's start with the dropped gear. It's no longer best. It's now that really the lowest gear in the whole expansion. How's that work?
So when you go kill a boss, the drops gear, you get a chance at purple, blue, or I guess I should look at them, purple, blue, or green.
No combos.
And the more people that is required for the content, the higher chance you have of getting purples and blues.
Okay.
And so that's right. In solos and duos, you can get purples.
Okay, that's good to know. What does purples and blues mean now?
So our items actually scale now, and so when you get in, the greens aren't just a static item level, which means that they don't just have a certain amount of stats on them.
Okay.
So when I go in, it takes my average item level, and then it increases it by some amount. And
just like time capsules.
So
yeah, a lot like time capsules.
So
actually.
in layman's terms,
Oh, sorry. I need a translator. That's good.
you're going to get gear that's more relevant to where you're at in the progression throughout your experience through the DLC.
Yeah, and you'll get larger jumps. When you get a purple item, it will actually jump you higher up than a green item would.
So it's like if I come in a different CR than this person, we're not necessarily going to get exactly the same item. Very similar, but it's better for your specific progression.
Yeah, which means it's almost always, or most of the time, it's an improvement for you.
Yeah, most of the times it will be an improvement, for sure.
Very cool.
Yeah, we want this feeling of you're getting a little better while you're running content versus wait, nothing, wait, nothing, wait, nothing. Oh, I got the thing.
Yeah, the real randomness is how much better are you getting, not if you're going to get better, right? And
exactly.
Very cool. And you might have said it and I might have missed it, but the new style, the Gorgon style, is on the purple gear, correct?
Correct, yeah, on the purple gear.
Cool. All right, moving on to the vendor gear then, the vendor gear set.
Yeah, so the vendor gear is the Godfall set, as you guys saw. Every time you kill a boss in any sort of instance content, or I think there may be other content, correct me if I'm wrong, that will give you ancient coins. And then you save up ancient coins and you go to the vendor and you can purchase the legendary gear.
And ancient coins is what?
They're kind of like marks, but they're content specific. So
specific to this episode?
Specific to this episode, exactly.
Very cool. So you save up your coins and you buy the gear on the vendor?
Yep. And it's the best in slot. So
just like people have been asking for?
Just like people have been asking for.
Wow.
Because we listen, we care.
Yeah. All right. So then let's move on to the elite gear. Obviously, you still have to complete the elite content, right?
Yep. Yeah. So the way that works is you still actually use the sigils from normal content and
ancient coins.
Excuse me. Yeah, I'm calling them sigils internally, but yeah, the ancient coins. And so you get those from doing normal content and or elite content. But you also get renown when you do elite content, and so the higher up your renown goes, it unlocks elite versions on the vendor.
Yeah, you're getting specific renown that's like godly renown from running the elite raids.
As yet to be named.
You didn't have to tell them that.
Oh, sorry. It's a little too in depth.
All right. So once you have become friendly enough with the faction in this episode, you can just outright buy the elite gear.
That's right. Well, as long as you
have enough of ancient coins.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you keep building that faction. You keep gaining coins as you play the content, and then you can buy your stuff.
All right, and then Omnipotence gear, the super rare chase items. Used to be a very, very small chance of getting it just anywhere, or in a raid, or essentially, right? How's it different?
So the way we're addressing Omnipotence gear, basically we want to allow you to be able to work towards it, right? So instead of just having a really random chance of getting it, when you complete your vendor set, it actually unlocks the opportunity for you to get collection pieces. And when you complete the collection, you can then get the appropriate Omnipotence piece.
How do you get those collection pieces?
By killing bosses.
If you have the full set.
If you have the full set of vendor.
Okay. Yep. So once you have a full vendor set or full elite vendor set, you basically have like a hidden set bonus that when you defeat content in Amazon Fury Part 3, you get extra stuff.
Yeah, it's that idea that you're always gaining, you're always working towards something, and even when you get your gear, you're not done. There's more to do in this DLC aside from all the feats and collections and stuff. I really like this idea they came up with, the basically working towards I almost called them OP items.
They are OP items.
They're
omnipotence items, and it's really cool because you feel like you're making progress. Again, you're not just sitting there getting nothing forever, and sometimes you never even get the dang thing.
Yeah, you should be able to work towards the rewards and those collection items.
By no stretch are they going to be super, super easy to get or anything like that. They're still pretty rare, but you can chip away at it.
Yeah, and they're actually themed towards the bosses that you get them from and stuff like that, and so it's sort of a putting together a puzzle.
Yeah.
And you might have said it, but are they tradable?
They are tradable.
They are tradable. So you can actually get it, trade with others, sell them on the broker.
Yep, like Pogs, right? So
essentially.
And like half our players
are like, what are Pogs?
They're like, yeah, that's 20 years too late.
That's the first thing that comes to my mind. It's weird. Yeah.
Okay, so just quick recap. Again, the post is on the official forums and will be on the website shortly. But the green, blue, and purple gear you're used to still drops. It's the weakest gear set in the content. The better the rarity there, the more significantly it increases your the level of the gear compared to your average item level. It attunes itself to your role and level. The vendor gear is the best gear, is the second strongest gear in the episode technically because of elite gear, but it's the best gear on the vendor for ancient coins that you get in the episode. Elite gear can be purchased the same way once you have enough faction or enough renown with the episode to unlock those pieces by playing elite gear. And omnipotence items come from collections you complete after you've gotten the full sets of either the vendor gear sets by playing the content even more. So it's kind of, extra chase, extra progression for our dedicated enthusiasts to go after the elite gear and then to go after the collection.
Yeah. We just want more rewards. More. That's what we're going for now. That's a theme we kind of have going. More. What more can we do? More.
Speaking of more, there's a bonus mystery collection out there.
That's right. That's really cool.
We had a little fun with it.
Okay. So in addition to the OP items, there's other collections that are obtained the same way?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're really exploring how we can use a lot of the systems that we already have. What else can we do with them?
To add more to the game, more systems.
Yeah, more stuff to get.
Content.
Everybody wants to get more stuff. So.
Very cool. All right, we haven't actually looked at the male gear set, so let's do that real quick.
All right.
This is the male toga.
So you guys were looking at this already, right? Like they could see it. I don't know what they can see right now.
Now they can see the screen.
Cool.
Oh, perfect.
So yeah, toga parties everywhere. I want to see those videos.
This is
basically, put them on my Twitter.
This is basically me on Halloween.
Get to your layers and have some toga parties for us.
This is me on Halloween, basically.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
We'll get pictures.
So what should I look at first? 1, 2, 3, or 4?
Let's go to 2. Let's go in order. This is the Gorgon gear. This time it's a dark red.
Yeah, it kind of looks like his own skin.
Yeah.
That color, which is a thing you can do. You can look like a monster. You can become the monster. But it looks cool on the dudes too. I like to see what they look like in action. And I don't have any combos, so that's not.
He's
really
still in
work.
action. He's still. Cool.
He's not the best fighter. That's for sure.
It just looks fearsome.
Yep.
Yeah, I look this scary. I don't need to know how to do combos.
He's got the stuff, but he kind of needs to now get out there and practice.
Yeah,
a bit.
God, that helmet is badass. I love it.
All right, let's go to 3.
Woo! Looking good. And then let's go right on. And whoop, it's not ready yet. There we go. And now I glow, because I'm leet, yo.
I love the emissive cape.
I know,
cool.
it's so awesome.
So again, the Gorgon is dropped gear, and the Godfall sets are the vendor.
Just do the
sets
badass
and
walk.
elite vendor sets.
That's right, everybody.
Yeah.
Do the dramatic camera. Okay, I can't do it with the controller. Did not work out very well.
All right, so that is Amazon Fury Part 3 revealed. Obviously, a lot more to the storyline, which you'll get to play through and experience yourselves, but hopefully you're interested. We will be moving on to the test server, not this week, but maybe next week, maybe the week after that. We'll see. It will be the next thing on the test server.
Ain't too far away. And now that we've had the reveal, I might
leak some stuff?
I might leak things.
Okay.
I can't contain it any longer. I'm sorry.
We did our best. If you have questions about episode 27 or about the new way loot is going to work as far as best gear on vendor, feel free to stop by our Discord chat channel right after this live stream. We'll be there answering questions live. And of course, if you have further questions after that, hit up the developer discussion forums on our official website, dcuniverseonline.com, where we will continue to answer questions all through the days ahead.
And feel free to let me know what you think on Twitter. About this, like not about like donuts or something.
Sure.
I mean, I guess you could do that too, but
can't stop
it's at SJ_Nerd of Prey. So let me know what you think.
Yep, and follow us at DCO.
Tell me what you're most excited about. I'm sorry, I can't stop talking.
No, go for it.
I'm like so into this. I love Amazon Fury.
All right, you done? Okay. So we're gonna sign off. We'll be in chat to discuss to answer your questions right after this. See you next time.
Later.